Hello everyone, this is Heather Ulmer, co-owner of Wild Whisper with my friend and business partner Suzy Dubé, and today I'm really excited to share with you these Emerald Creek embossing powders. These are something we're carrying in our shop, and I love all of these colors we picked out. They coordinate wonderfully with our two collections. If you haven't yet seen our collections, go to the previous videos where I share the Adventure collection as well as the Holiday Style collection in two separate videos. So I really hope you check those out, and please let me know what you think of these powders. So I'm going to be going through each of them. To start with, we've got Soft Fallen Leaves. Not leaves, Soft Fallen Snow, sorry. It's an Allure powder from Emerald Creek. Just to back up a little bit, Emerald Creek is a company from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, which is the same city we are located in, and it's really great to pair up with Kim from Emerald Creek because she's really sweet, really awesome, and has amazing products. I'm actually on her design team as well, so I've been promoting her products for a little bit already, and I just really love them and I love the quality. So you can feel satisfied that these are something I really endorse and these are things that I love. Okay, so to get into Soft Fallen Snow, I'll take the lid off. It's a really nice fluffy white powder that's got iridescent shimmer in it. I don't know if the camera's picking up, the iridescence a little bit, but when it melts, it's a really neat look. It almost looks like there's a skiff of snow on the ground. You know when there's a little bit of snow, but you can still kind of see the sidewalk or the road beneath it? That's what this makes me think of, and it's got an iridescent glitter in it as well. So that will be really fun to coordinate with our holiday style collection, which you can see the preview for here. We've also got a video going through all of this. This one I think is great with this collection. So next we've got, let's see, okay, Charred Gold is the next one, and this is an Era powder from Emerald Creek again. It's called Charred Gold, as I said, and this one has a lot of big chunks in it, which I just love. Some of the chunks, so it depends what kind of adhesive you're using. If you're stamping with Versamark ink, it will mainly hold the smaller or medium chunks, but if you glue it on with, say, a glue stick or some wet adhesive and then melt it, it will also capture the larger chunks. Some of these chunks can probably be broken up, I think. I haven't actually tried this, but let's try to squish one. Yeah, so some of these chunks aren't as big as they seem, they just can be broken up a little bit. But there are quite some larger chunks in there as well, so it's quite a really fun powder. And I'll show you what that one looks like melted. So it's got the gold as well as some black and almost hints of silver in there. And it's quite a thick powder because of the chunks, so it's got a really nice look to it. That one could be fun with Holiday Style or the Adventure collection. You could really make it look a bit more distressed, and it would just be a lot of fun to use with either one. It's a great take on the classic gold look, but with a bit more of a unique look. Okay, so next we've got this one called Northern Lights. It's an Allure powder, and I just love the name because of course it's very Canadian sounding. We do get Northern Lights up here in Alberta, and especially in more northern areas. You can occasionally see them from the Calgary areas, not necessarily in Calgary, but that's the idea of this one. So it's just such a beautiful blue color. I just love this. And this actually goes really nicely with the Adventure collection. So as you can see on the title, Adventure, it's a really nice dark teal, and that's quite similar to what this appears as. It's a nice dark teal blue, but it's also got hints of purple in it, which aren't necessarily showing up quite true on camera, but you can see that there is a variation of color there. So here I've got the melted sample, and this I would say is a bit more true to what it actually looks like. Overall it looks teal, but then when you look closer and kind of tilt it, it's got some purplish tones and some sort of, they're almost like navy blue purple tones, which really go with the adventure collection because it has navy and purple tones as well. So that's Northern Lights. I just love this one. I really love them all. I probably would say that for all of them, so sorry if that sounds repetitive. Next we've got this one, Verdigris Sparkle, and it's a really fun classic powder. Normally the classic ones to me aren't as exciting, I guess. Like classic, it just sounds like something general, but this one's really not. It's kind of, it appears quite green in there, but when you actually melt it, it's almost more of like a teal, or like a, it depends how you want to take it. I guess it could appear green, but when you place it with the holiday style collection, it really picks up on these teals and the mint colors. It's really not giving a true comparison because this looks a lot more green, but when it's melted it does coordinate really nicely with these kinds of teals. So here we've got the melted version, and again it still looks quite green, but it can be seen as more teal as well, and it's got some really nice gold sparkle in there, the gold glitter as well as the actual melted gold pieces. So that's a really fun one. And I love it, as I said with that I would say. Okay, next we've got Chic Camo, and this is only a partial container as you can see, but it's got really fun colors. So there's sort of some greens as well as tans and browns in it. It's hard to pick up on camera. These are so hard to show off online because they're really so much better in real life. But it's called Chic Camo because of the glitter in it, of course. So here is the melted version. On the melted version, it really does look more like camo. You can see those camo type colors in it, but it also has that sparkle, the gold kind of sparkle in there, which is really awesome. And this will go quite nicely with the adventure collection. The melted version is sort of a bit darker tan than this, but it goes with the tans in this collection as well as the greens, of course. So I think that'll be really fun to add a little bit of sparkle to the adventure collection. And lastly, we have Hammered Metal, which is a classic. This one, not actually a classic, as you can see it's called Era, but I think it's a staple to have in your collection. Same idea with the, where is it? The Charred Gold. These two are really great staples. So this one I had in my collection already because it's so awesome. It's got some silvers and blacks in there, and as you can see it is quite chunky, which again, if you want to get the chunks you may want to use a different sort of adhesive, but there are smaller pieces as well. So you can use, you can definitely use it with Versamark ink, of course. And all of these I stamped using Versamark ink, so you can see that it does work. Here it is melted, so it's got a really bumpy texture and it's quite tactile to touch, which is quite fun. It's got the blacks melted in with the silver, so it kind of looks like an oil slick, and the bumpiness really does look like hammered metal. So it's accurately named, I would say, and again I think this is really a good staple along with the Charred Gold. So both of those will be great with either collection or any of your other papers that you have in your collection too. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing the details of these Emerald Creek powders. If you haven't heard of Emerald Creek, go check them out. We're really excited to carry their products, and they have an awesome blog which I participate in as well. Go check out their blog. I believe it's blog/emeraldcreek.org, but I will link it below, so check out the description below for all of those links. If you'd like to purchase any of these, please come over to our website at wildwhisperdesigns.com. Again, I'll leave the links below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great week.